We're going live. I'm live. Hello. Welcome. Just make sure my screen's right. Okay, welcome. Just trying a different layout here. Welcome back to the show. This is Neon Poison, your host. I'm enjoying live streaming my test session on the live test server. Fulmination. Again, thanks to NetEase and Joseph and all the developers for giving me access to the test server. And the music I'm playing right now is from Mind One, my favorite DJ from Goon Swarm, my fellow Goon. Alright, what are we looking at today? We're looking at this ugly ship. It's as you can see, it's been badly damaged, but it's okay, we're gonna repair it. Let's repair it right now. Interesting. Oh wow, okay, look at all the wounds just go away. Awesome. So even with all the wounds or the damage gone, you can still see that it's one weird, or let's call it interesting looking ship. It looks really like a manta ray or death ray. Not my personal favorite, but you know, because nobody has talked about this ship yet, so let me show you what it is. So first of all, it's from Mordu's Legend, the legendary Mordu's clan. What does the bonuses provide? First of all, it's a missile boat, so bonuses to torps and missiles, bonus to flight time, bonus to velocity, bonus to warp, scrambler strength to scram strength, so again to torp and missile damage, to explosion velocity. So all of these are pretty good. Again, makes it a more useful ship than the one I did yesterday, where I showed you the Nestor from Sister of Eve. That ship was not nearly as impressive. Anyways, the bonus, however, gives you bonus to, again, the scram, and so it gives you range on the scrams and the points, and also the scram strengths. I want you to keep in mind that this is a battleship, so in the battleship, if you want to be a tackler in the battleship, there is something wrong with you. Your FC is probably gonna yell at you and saying, "What in the world are you thinking?" I'm just mind-boggled by this design, but you know, I'm sure it has its uses. You know, sometimes when you have, for example, like alliance tournaments, you could definitely use a point or scram. For, again, most battleships are, you know, your snipers. I've rarely seen any battleships who fit for close range combat. Again, we're talking about PvP, because in the PvE, when you're ratting trying to make ISK, you're not going to use this ship. Anyways, but I wanted to show you, again, I wanted to highlight the difference between the officer mods and the normal mods. So let's start with the high slots. On the high slots you have, I've already fitted off 8 high slot with the highest ranking officer mods already. Again, if you missed the show yesterday, I explained how officer mods work. First of all, to spawn an officer mod, it's very rare, and for each faction there's 4 different officers. Of course, the different difficulty, so like that's meta level 15 to 18, 15, 16, 17, 18. So to get an officer spawn is very difficult, very rare. And to get it to the top officer or the highest ranking officer like Tobias, meta 18 officer is gonna be even more rare. So keep that in mind. I'm again just testing the highest rank because I wanted to test the max DPS, max capabilities of the ship, because I'm a maximum enthusiast, so to speak. Alright, the missile range is not correct because it does not calculate into the ship bonus, I believe. So once we undock, you can see the real missile range. But now I just wanted to show you the difference between a officer mod and a C type. On a C type, you have 70 DPS. On the top officer mod, you have 77. So 7 divided by 70 is about 10% increase in DPS. So huge increase from a C type. Which you're gonna see. Let me just show you. Like, you have 2719 right now. 2719. If I replace the officer with a C type, so again 2719 was what we had before. 2688. So 2719. The DPS decrease was about 30. 30 divided by 26 is 100. It's about 10%, a little more than 10%. But so again, kind of significant because again you only have so many slots. Every little bit of DPS helps. So again, when these do come on the live server, you're gonna see ridiculous prices because again, for PvE people or for the radders or for people who are trying to make money from radding, every little bit of DPS counts because every little extra DPS could cut into like seconds or minutes from each site, from each, you know, it just makes you more efficient when you're radding. So so look for these to be popular. Again, torpedo launchers, large torps, I don't think. Yes, I mean torp is missiles is very popular among radders and missile users. So these are I'm gonna predict that these will be very highly in demand when they come out on the live server. Okay, let's look at the mid slots. For the video yesterday, if you missed it, please go back to take a look at the nester that I tested. I showed the difference between all the C types and the officer mods for the mid and low slots, so you see the difference. So I'm not gonna repeat it here. But basically, I have 2 webs, 1 painter, and 1 nos. That's like my basic setup. On most ships, who has 4 mid slots. On this Barghest, it has 5 mid slots, which means I had room for another nos. I could fit another web, but I felt like it's safer for defensive reasons because I want to run my shield boost longer. So I fitted another nos to keep me cap stable. I am cap stable, yes. So that's the reason I want to keep cap stable. That's why I fit a nos. If I unfit that, am I still cap stable? No. So see, that's a huge difference. These nos, these officer nos, gives you a huge range. 30 plus 20, about 50 kilometers range. That's again more than what you need because again your weapon is only at 20 kilometers, so or 21. So these nos are really important to keep your cap stable. Okay, so we're cap stable now. Cap is 14,000, recharge time 800 seconds, which is more than 10 minutes. Again, cap stable, very important. Okay, don't forget about cap. Okay, let's look at, so again, definitely advantage for having 5 mid slots, because you can fit 1 extra NOS, which will make your cap easier to manage. Okay, and for the drones, again, I'm using my favorite drones, the large drones called Republic Fleet Berserkers. There's no officer drones yet, so this is the best we can test right now. Personally, next time when I try one of these missile ships, I'm gonna try a lighter drone, like a medium drone or a light drone, instead of a large drone, because the missiles, the biggest problem or the biggest challenge or the risk for these torps or large missile launchers is the explosion velocity and explosion radius, which means 300 meters. Think about 300 meters. That's more than, like, that's very, very big. So to hit small ships with this, that's gonna struggle. So you're not gonna do anywhere near the full damage when you hit smaller ships. So smaller ships is your biggest concern. Again, you're concerned about ISK per hour when you're ratting, when you're farming. There's gonna be a lot of smaller ships. So with only 2 drones in your bay, you may want to switch it to medium or lighter drones who are more efficient at killing, at least for EVE Online, they're more efficient at killing smaller ships. I could be wrong. Please, again, comment to me on either Discord at neonpoison0942 or DM me on Twitter so I can know where I screwed up. But again, my understanding is that the drones, the medium and light, smaller drones are better at handling smaller ships because of the tracking speed and orbital speed. Mostly the tracking speed and accuracy fall off. Again, I could be completely wrong, so please correct me if I am. Okay, but for today, let's try the the large drones from the Republic fleet. Okay, so that was the mid slots. For the low slots, let's start with the easy one, the BCS. Again, these give you about 10% DPS increase, so 5% constant and 10% when you activate it. So about I wanted to fit another one, but I needed an MWD because, as you can see, we have only 5 slots. We needed 3 defensive slots just to keep, reasonably safe, tanky. So left 1 slot for either MWD or another BCS, damage boost. Choose the MWD because a lot of the rats will go away from you. Again, our range is extremely small at 21, so you want to be able to catch up to your enemies as soon as possible, because earlier today I did a test where like the enemy ships were like 50 kilometers from me, and to slow boat to them without the MWD took minutes, literally minutes, like 5 minutes to catch up to them, and that's 5 minutes of 0 DPS. So when you balance that out and to think about defensive reasons, but just for offensive reasons, it also makes sense, because when you have to catch up to your enemy, an MWD is almost a requirement. And for defense reasons, when you need to make a quick escape, the MWD is an absolute requirement. You need to get away from your enemy as fast as you can. So I'm gonna try to demonstrate to you in the video in a little bit. Anyways, the adaptive shield, the resist shield, what do you call these? Adaptive invulnerability field. That's what they're calling. This is kind of important too because they're so expensive on live server. You look at the officer loot, the mod that I have right now is almost 40% or 39.5% compared to the C type, which is again ridiculous price on the live server. 36.5%. So only a 3% increase compared to the C type. It's gonna be worth it. Again, these officer mods are gonna be so hard to come by. Expect crazy prices on these because you only have, for most ships, your low slots are gonna be the most crucial. So the defensive slots, because again you have your tanking slots, your MWD, and your offensive damage boost slots all on the low slots. So every slot matters. You're never gonna have enough low slots. So having 3% difference, almost 10% difference. Again, we're doing 3% divided by 39, which is less than 10%, but like 8% difference is huge. So very important. So expect these to be extraordinarily priced when they come to the live server. Again, 39.5% versus the C type, which is 36.5%. Huge difference there. For the reactive shield, I'm not the, because look at the officer. The top officer is only 20%, so the percentage increase is minimal. So these are not going to be too crazily priced. The shield booster, however, these are the most expensive ones. Did I create a C type booster? No. My bad. In a future video, I'm gonna show you a booster comparison for the officer versus C type, but the difference again is huge. Because most people will only run one booster, and so the more you can get, the better. So this one gives you 1300 compared to the C type, which is like 1000. It's huge, again, huge difference. So expect these C type, officer boosters to be crazy priced because they're just that much better. Again, 1300 versus you're looking at 10-20% increase from the C type. Okay, anywho, we've explained the weapons, did we? Yeah. So we covered everything except for the rigs. I wanted to just quickly mention my experimental thought behind this. So right now I'm having 3 payloading accelerators, which increases the speed at which your missiles fire. Even though if you replace one of them, so I'm going to show you right now, Warhead Color Faction, this is the damage one, 20% damage. So when I replace one of these, let me show you the DPS right now, it's 2719. If I replaced the speed with damage, again, 2719 is my current one. If I replace the speed with the damage, confirm to this will destroy, yes. So when I replace it, again, 2719 was what we had, 2752, about less than 30 DPS out of about 3000, so less than 1% increase. It is my belief that your attacks, your missile hits can critical hit. That's why the more you hit, the better your DPS overall will be. Again, I could be completely wrong about this. Please feel free to comment and tell me if I'm wrong. But for now, I believe that the more you hit, the more chances you get a critical hit. So I'm gonna use just 3, even with the diminishing return, I'm gonna use 3 speed, which is the payloading accelerators. So the DPS took a little bit of a hit from 2750 to 2720, but I like my chances of critically hitting more often. Just again, shooting more missiles in the same amount of time. Okay, again, our Manta Ray Barghest is ready to undock. Let's see some action. Again, the action I chose for us today is Hare Day 2. Again, if you watched the video yesterday, I blew up my Nestor, my Officer Fit Bling Bling Nestor in Hare 2, which is again the same. It should be the same. The anomaly should still be there. So, oh wait, what? Okay, I tested another one today. It should be the one that's further away. Let's go to this one. This is the one where this is on the third wave where I died yesterday, where I blew up the Nestor. So let me try it today for 50 kilometers. Okay, as we are warping, again, a quick shout out to twitch.tv/Mind1. He is the professional DJ of Goon Swarm. Awesome streamer and DJ. Also to our sponsor, which is ghgears.com, to get your discount gear, all of your GHA gears. Go to ghgears.com, enter promo code for the Horde to enjoy 10% discount. Let me move this a little bit so you can see better. 10% discount. Alright. They have a lot of new stuff. I bought a t-shirt from them a couple of weeks ago. Very good quality. It's something weird. I have it right here. Hold on. Again, very good quality, including print quality. What is it, like 100% cotton? 90% cotton. So again, quality stuff. I checked it out today. They have some really awesome stuff like mouse pads and phone cases, stuff like that. So do check it out. ghgears.com. Alright, let me kill these rats. I went to the one yesterday. Okay, so we have 2 elite ships left, Interceptor and the Striker, which don't scare me at all. Let's see how we do. Again, I warped in at 70, didn't I? Yeah, I warped in at 70. No, at 50, just to be safe. Let me orbit at 50 again, because I'm sure some of them are gonna catch up. Look at this guy, 10 kilometers already. I'm gonna unlock a few of these just so I can lock the elites first. I want to kill the elites first. The Condor is 60 kilometers from me. That makes no sense. Let me just lock these 2 elites and start shooting the Condor. Yeah, because he is the closest. Let me just show you the difference between. Oh shoot! Let me turn on the defensive mods first. Okay. The Condor is a frigate, so again I'm using a tornado. So let me show you how does a tornado, large tornado, do versus a Condor, which is the smallest ship. Oh my goodness. 16 laughable damage. 16 damage. 16 damage is barely scratching it. But one of the biggest reasons why you need 2 webs, see, once you web this guy, slow down, bitch. See how much damage it's gonna do. 16 to 100, 100% increase. So from 10%, no, 100% increase, right? From 16 to 100, 100% increase. So once I paint it, let's see how much my DPS increase. Hello, shoot. 180. So I mean it's good. From 100 something to 180. Not bad. So this is why earlier when I was talking about the fitting, you really need to have like stronger drones versus these, because again your torpedoes are not gonna damage, even with 2 webs and the paint, you're not gonna damage these small frigates that well. So you need the drones to be able to handle these smaller ships for you when you can hit, when your torps handle the bigger ships. So let's put the drones on these, and these should melt them even if they are heavy drones. Yeah, look at that. Shield is under 50% right away. 100, 160. I'm just turn on my NOS, just so you know. My cap was pretty stable anyway. Whatever, because I didn't turn on my MWD. That's like a cap drainer. Okay, this Condor is not dying because again I'm using heavy drones. Heavy drones again because of their orbital speed and tracking speed, accuracy fall off. You know, mostly tracking speed. That's a big thing. Again, the bigger the drone, the slower the tracking speed. So, the bigger the drone, the lower damage they do to smaller ships. So, again, next time I'm definitely gonna use, if I'm testing torpedoes, which cannot hit smaller targets efficiently, I'm gonna use smaller drones so that the drones can take care of the smaller targets. In fact, I'm gonna stop hitting the smaller targets with my torps. I'm gonna focus my torp on the elite Condor and give them a web and paint and turn on. Let me show you the damage numbers. Right now, without damage mods, I am doing 2719. Again, we saw this earlier when I was doing the fitting. 2719. Okay, 2719. Let me turn on damage mod. Okay, only 1, so that's about 1,000 increase. 2719 to 3560, so less than 1,000, so about 30% increase. Not too bad. If I've had removed the MWD and fit another BCS, ballistic control system, I could hit closer to another 1,000 increase, so closer to 4,700 DPS. But I can't do that because, again, like I said earlier, I need to catch up to these ships because my range is only 20 kilometers. My range is, well, 16 now because they're probably jamming me. Let me see. Yeah, guidance disruption. See, missile performance decrease. That includes the range. So, yeah, 16 kilometers. I'm not gonna do anything to these ships. Look at the Ferox is 32 kilometers. Raven, who's staying orbiting me at 30. So to slowbo to them, if I didn't have an MWD, would take forever. So okay, what in the world is going on right now? My damage is split. My drones are on the Condor, the normal Condor. My weapon is on the elite Condor, and I'm not hitting because I'm too far. Okay, let me approach. Okay, now my missiles can hit this, and my webs can hit this guy as well. So now you should see some bigger numbers on this Condor, elite Condor. Whereas my drones are not really doing much. Let me put the drones on this guy too. Just because it's a Condor, is a smaller ship, so every little bit helps. It's an elite ship, so they do the most damage. So you want to take them out as soon as possible. So even though I'm holding, my shield is holding just fine, my cap is not, so I'm gonna turn off my booster for a little bit. 35%. Let me try, because both of my NOS is on the same ship. My understanding is that when you split your NOS, you're gonna get better drainage. You're gonna get more cap. Let's see if that's the case. So you're seeing this elite condor go down. Whoa, I need to start repping my shield. My shield, once I stop repping, it's going down. Well, this condor with both my drones and my torps on it is definitely going down. What kind of damage am I doing? 200. Eh. That's because it's an elite. Oh my goodness, my shield is dropping really quickly. 29% shield. If it keeps dropping to like 10%, I'm gonna have to pull out. Oh my goodness, 16%, 19%. Let me turn on my damage mod. And my cap is not doing well either. Let me pull out. Oh my goodness, my shield is almost gone. Okay, so again, never panic. Where is my bad hair data is gone? Wait, this is a small anomaly. No way. Okay, my it's basically gone. Okay. Anyways, let me just pull away from this guy and turn on my MWD, because look at my shield is gone. My armor has basically tanked. Look at my armor is 27%. Okay, let me get away quickly. So I'm trying to get away from these guys so I can put some distance. I think what happened was all these little guys, all these normal trash who had no MWD caught up to me. That's why the damage picked up quickly. But I'm trying to, again, that's why the MWD is so useful, because you can pull away from them as quickly as possible. Yeah, so I'm going this way. I'm going away from these strats. Let's see how I do. If I survive this, that would be like a miracle. I think I will survive actually. Look at, because the Ravens, the battleships are the ones doing the most damage. The Ferox and the Ravens, they do the most damage, and especially this elite Raven. So since I'm pulling away from them, they're not going to do as much damage. Look at my shield has already regenerated, so I'm going to be fine, I think. So I turn off my MWD because my distance is fine. I'm going to hit. Okay, all this time, who am I hitting all this time? This is 70 kilometer Raven? No, thank you. Stop everything. Okay, let's just start with the closest ones. Cormorant. Okay. So again, we survived that. Oh my goodness, that was very, very close. Whew. Okay, we survived that. Again, the MWD saved me because I was able to pull distance away from them as soon as possible. So again, I think the elite Raven was doing the most damage, and all the Ravens, all the battleships and cruisers, they were doing too much damage. But as you can see, my shield is regenerating, which means I'm safe. Okay, I'm hitting the ships who are closer to me right now. The warping point has disappeared because I remember I warped into a bad hair day, and now it has disappeared, which is fine. It has been replaced by a small anomaly. This is probably a bug because again, you don't have elite Ravens in a small anomaly. So this is probably a visual bug. So again, I warped into a bad hair day, which is a T10 story mission. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go back closer to the group so that I can DPS faster. Because again, remember my torpedoes have a range of 20, so I can't hit any of these guys. Again, they cannot hit me too. That's the thing. Like once you pull, I think once I pull over 50, 60 kilometers from them, they stop hurting me. So, but I do need to get back to them so I can hit them. So that was quite interesting. If you missed it, please go rewind and look at how fast my shield and armor just emptied out, and I was almost doomed to blow up. But again, the MWD, so important. MWD, I quickly turned it on and drifted away from them, so that only a couple of ships were, the smaller ships were stayed in range of me. So I killed them quickly, and now my shield is back to almost full. So let me go back to this Elite Raven, because again, that's the one who's been causing the most damage to me. So I'm gonna go back to him and kill him next, because all these other ships, there's a Condor, there's an Interceptor, again, they don't do much damage to me. So let me just go closer to the Raven. I'm gonna switch my IMWD on for 1 cycle. 29, 28. Yeah, I'm not gonna switch target because I'll be within range very soon. Let me hold the next volley until I get in. Okay. Next volley and whip and damage mod. Okay, everything on this Elite Raven. Let's take a look at the Elite Raven. I think it has a different paint. Not really. I guess NPCs doesn't have skins. Different painting, different color skins. Whatever. So now you get to die. Oh, look at my all these scars, all these wounds on my ship. That's awesome. I like it. That shows that you have been battle tested. So basically, all your armor is gone. That's what your ship looks like when your armor is all gone. Awesome. Okay, so I don't think I'm hitting him. Disrupted, guidance disrupted. Again, I don't think I'm hitting it. So let me just approach him, because my range is probably not 20. Again, I started with 20, but with all these disruptions, it's down to 16. So I'm gonna go closer to this Raven. 18. Am I going in fast enough? 6, 17. Yeah. My cap is fine, so let me just MWD for 1 cycle so I can hit him faster. Again, this is what I was talking about earlier. When you're further away, because you're on a missile, you're on a torpedo boat, your range is extremely small. So a lot of times when you want to hit your enemies faster, you have to MWD, otherwise you have to slow boat and you may not catch them. So okay, I'm hitting this. Let's see what are my numbers like. Turn on my damage mod. 2000. This guy has like officer like resistant mod, because he is not. Oh my goodness. Okay, my shield is dropping again because I'm too close. I'm gonna go just orbit them at 10 so I don't stop. Again, you see my shield dropping because I'm too close to a lot of these ships right now. So I'm within like their optimal range, so they're doing full damage to me. I could just be dying. Oh my goodness, yes, I'm dying. Okay, let me pull distance again. Turn on my MWD. Okay, good thing they don't have a scram, so I can still turn on MWD. Yeah, they only have a point, so I can't orb, but I can still turn on MWD, which is again crucial, because now I can pull distance away. So it looks like I'm not going to be able to touch this Raven, so I'm going to stop hitting the Raven. I'm going to hit somebody else. about a normal Raven? I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna just orbit this guy at 10, 11. Okay, and I'm gonna kill you first. Again, at this distance, I'm gonna kill the bigger ships first, because they are doing more damage to me. Alright, damage mod on. What is my DPS? 35? Yeah, 35. Again, not even close to the Vindicator. The Vindicator, even with like Type C, you get like close to 5k DPS. So again, the purpose of this video is mostly to show you the difference, to show you the difference between officer mods and normal mods, and to show you what this ship can do. It is a missile shield tanking ship with bonus in scrim and tackling. So it's a weird ship that nobody's ever gonna use, probably. In very rare occasions, maybe you'll see one. But you can see, I'm still holding. I am a little too close again because I wanted to kill this Raven, but I'm not hitting it. Why am I not doing... Why am I not killing it? Is it being repped? I don't see any reppers on. I'm not doing enough damage to it. What in the world? Oh, because of all the disruptions and stuff. Let's look at who is... Yeah, the elite Raven is doing the disruption on me, which again, missile performance decreased. So I'm not doing nearly enough damage on the normal Raven. I'm doing like a quarter of the damage, because usually I do like 20,000 volleys and like 3-shot these guys. So again, that's what happens when you're in like a bottleneck. You're not doing enough DPS to kill them fast enough, and even though your tank is holding, I think it's gonna hold, you're just not doing enough. Even if I turn on damage mod, it's not gonna do fast enough. So essentially we're pretty stuck. 30%. I think I will die before he dies. I could switch target to, or I could, again, the safer way to go right now, again, I could pull away, make some distance, so I stop taking so much damage. Because look at all these ships are within their optimal range of me, so they're doing full damage to me. So if I pull distance right now, I could still survive, but I'm not going to be able to kill them, because again, in a really awkward situation, my missile can only do hit up to 16 kilometers. So that just shows you, again, the ship selection is very, very important when you choose a when you choose a ship like this. It's not really meant for ratting, because you don't do enough DPS and your tank is not that great. So your bonuses are not really meant for tanking PvE stuff. I mean, you can do it, it just takes a long time. Again, a lot of this ship's bonuses in the warp scram and the warp disruption, which is mainly for PvP. So alright, again, I'm safe now, as you can see. With, again, the MWD saved my life again. I'm no longer in danger because I've pulled away from these guys. They're not doing damage to me. My shield is regaining strength. we are at the 45-minute mark. I'm just gonna go dock up. Thank you for watching this special testing session, live testing. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Again, I showed you what I tried to do was just to show you all the different ships and how they would perform in real combat situations. So again, send your suggestions and requests to me on Discord at Neon Poison number 0942, and I will do my best to accommodate your request. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow.